Hi everyone, and welcome back to Silent No More. I know I've been pretty quiet, but this video isn't really about anything specific. It's more about being a survivor, more what it's like for me to be a survivor, because I think there's a lot of people out there who make assumptions about me. A lot of people who assume that I am just tough as crap, that I can handle anything, or that I'm a caretaker for everybody and I should take care of them, or I should read their minds. And they tend to forget that I have feelings. That I have triggers, that I have fears, that sometimes I'm not okay, and that's okay. I'm so sick of having the same arguments with people about things they either assume or misinterpret or misjudge. A lot of it brings me right back to being with my ex-husband. You might as well just sit me down and punch me in the face and call me a whore, because it'd feel probably about the same. This has been a really tough month for me. It's only begun. Fucking hate February. I hate most months, but I really hate February. I just spent 6 hours in a car yesterday driving by myself to go to court and to see my ex-husband's first appearance for 5th-degree criminal sexual conduct. I had 2 very amazing friends meet me there, but those 6 hours, those were hard hours. I knew I was going for a good purpose. I knew the only thing that I could possibly have to fear was for my safety, but still. And then to see his face just sitting there smug, it made me feel sick. Knowing what he did and the reason why we were there made me feel sick. I was completely overwhelmed all day. Very few select people understood that. Even fewer acknowledged it or reached out. To offer some kind of support. On top of all of this, I have my own medical things that I'm going through, which I feel like I'm going through alone, because with the exception of my best friend, I can't joke about it. I can't be honest about it. I can't do anything but tiptoe around a minefield. And it sucks. It was nice today to finally see a doctor who met me when I first moved over here to Wisconsin. To comment on the progress that I had made and the changes she had saw. And despite the fact that I need some medical interventions, I left her office feeling very, very hopeful. And I felt like some of the sarcasm that I had been using to deal with this horribly uncomfortable thing could either finally be laughed at or dissipate or be gone, or heaven forbid there might be some actual support going on there, and instead I feel like the rug was pulled out from under my feet. But they don't get that. They don't understand that. I always feel like it's being twisted around to be my fault. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm a shitty person. I honestly, I don't know anymore. So I've been dealing with that. Been feeling incredibly alone. There are not many people who understand this journey at all, or who want to understand it, or who will stop thinking about themselves fucking long enough to meet me where I am, or to get it. Friday's Valentine's Day. Fucking hate Valentine's Day. It's a horrible day. Today where my ex-husband used to do really horrible things to me in the name of love. Our first one when we were married, that's when he broke my nose. Every year after that got worse in one way or another. To the point where until I had kids, I didn't even want to I didn't want to acknowledge it. I didn't want to celebrate it. 5 days after that, it's my birthday. Fucking hate my birthday too. 'Cause it's just another day where instead of people doing things to make you feel special, they do things to make you feel like shit. I can honestly say I think the last time that I ever felt happy on my birthday or Valentine's Day or looked forward to them or didn't mind anybody bringing them up was probably when I was like, I want to say 11, and it was my mom. My family had their issues, of course, but my mom, she was the queen of birthdays. No matter what chaos was going on around us, no matter what chaos was in the world, no matter how little money she had or how much stress she had, even for a couple hours, I felt valued and I felt important and I felt special. And I haven't felt that way since. And I'm gonna be 34. My ex-husband was horrible when it came to my birthdays. He'd always ask what I want and then do the opposite. And I don't mean like, I ask for flowers and he brings me chocolate. I mean like I would ask for just a nice day. Maybe have him cook dinner instead of me, or maybe go out to dinner, and instead there was always some sort of blowout or some repercussion if there was any niceness shown. I've had people tell me I should have never been born like him. So this week, as I've had people asking me what I want for my birthday, and I tell them I don't want anything, and they don't respect it, I just want to tell them to shut the fuck up. Because sometimes I swear people don't listen. They'll ask the questions, but they're asking with a preset notion in their mind, and when you don't give it to them, it's not okay, and it blows up in my face, and then I'm the bad guy, and how dare I do this, or how dare I say that, or how dare I feel this way, and it's horrible. I wish people would sit down and think about what all exactly I have gone through, not necessarily in my life. What have I gone through in the last month? What have I gone through in the last week? I want you to imagine spending years with somebody who it's worse than a horror movie. They do horrible things to you. Sorry, they do horrible things to your children. You are left powerless. You are gaslighted. You are made to feel crazy and alone. You know this person wants you dead. You know they just might make that happen. So you always have to worry. You always have to be on the lookout in some fashion, while still pretending and putting on this brave face that everything's okay, when inside you're dying. It feels like you're being crushed. But then you still have to be responsible for everybody else's feelings. You have to be responsible for how your pain makes them feel. And it's not fair. I don't ask for a lot in life. I really don't. I try to make it a point not to. But goddamn, I wish to God. I wish to God for once somebody had me. Like, literally had me. They set their bullshit aside. They set their assumptions aside. They set their preconceived notions aside. They set down their gaslighting. They set down what they think I should do and what they think I should feel and how they think I should act. Just tell me that they see me. They see me for who I am. They see me for what I'm going through. They see me for what I'm trying to deal with. They don't ask me 500 fucking questions about it. And if they do ask a question, they actually listen to the answer. And they just meet me where I am. Don't try to make me skip steps and jump forward and go to where you are to make you more comfortable. But somebody who just meets me where I'm at. Somebody who can see and acknowledge that tucked deep down inside I am struggling, that my heart is literally breaking with things I can't fix. And instead of waiting for me to hand them a fucking guidebook on how to deal with me, they can just fucking sit with me. They can just sit next to me. They can give me a hug. They can be there in the middle of the night when I'm having nightmares about this horrible monster that I was married to, they could be like, you know what? I know you well enough to know music is therapy. Let's crank the tunes. And I don't have that. And what's making it twice as hard is literally when I don't have that. In the past, my go-to was to call my grandma. And I can't do that because she passed away in September. I've caught myself so many times in this last week picking up the phone to call her. Just to hear her voice one last time. To hear her tell me that I've got this, that I can do it. That she's there rooting and praying. But I don't have that, so I feel completely alone. I don't feel like there's one person on this earth that I can fall apart with without judgment, without punishment, without repercussions. I don't feel like I have that luxury. I feel like I always have to be that person for other people. I always have to be the fixer. But I can't ever be the one that gets fixed. And I know there are a lot of other survivors out there who deal with the same thing because we've all been isolated for so incredibly long that people tend to treat us like zoo animals. And what's really horrible is when the people you love and care about the most treat you that way. I'm not a zoo animal. I don't need to be poked with a stick. I don't need you to watch me from afar. I don't need you to throw things in to try to appease me. But God damn it. Here I am. I'm here. I'm still standing. And I'm here standing because of me. And I'm asking you to stand next to me. Next to me. I don't get why that is so difficult. I really don't. Because I am the goddamn rock for everybody. And sometimes the rock needs a rock too. Three more weeks. I make another 6-hour trip to watch a Rule 8 hearing with my ex-husband. Now, you can tell me that these are optional and I don't have to go. I'm sorry, yes, I do. Because he needs to know that we're not going to be scared off. And I need to fucking see him held accountable for what he did to our child. I need him to see that this doesn't just go away and get swept under the rug. But to my friends and significant others and family that is involved with my life, that doesn't mean I'm invincible. It doesn't mean I'm not struggling. It doesn't mean I'm not scared. It doesn't mean I'm not crying in the middle of the goddamn night. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that I'm doing it alone, or I'm hiding it in shame because I've attempted to display this, to share it, to open it up, and I've had it either gaslighted or thrown back in my face. And it's not okay. And I should be able to tell people it's not okay. But I don't even get that luxury. So I don't know what the hell I have anymore. Survival is not for the weak. But I know that unlike other people in my life that don't have to survive, I don't have a choice. I have to maybe find a moment to cry my tears. Then I have to put on my face and act like nothing is wrong, nothing has happened, nothing is bothering me. And I have to immediately pick up and go on with my day. I have to take care of 4 kids, 3 of who happen to be fucking sick right now. They've been sick for the last few weeks, which is stressful in and of itself. I have to deal with bills. I have to deal with laundry. I have to deal with cleaning. I have to deal with legal matters. I have to fucking deal with everything. And I'm doing it alone. Completely and utterly alone. Because the people that could help or claim they want to help need me to give them a goddamn handbook on how to do it. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Quit trying to push me to where you think I should be and just let me be. Stop making assumptions. Stop judging the way that I cope or that I try to survive, because I'm sorry, sarcasm is my first language. I would not have survived without it. So if sarcasm, if crying, if sitting alone, if driving, if wishing to God certain people were still alive in my life is what I need to deal with the monstrosity of what my ex-husband did and what he continues to do, then I beg you to please just let me do it. Be there with me, and if you can't be there with me, then get the hell out of my way. Because you're just perpetuating the cycle if you don't. If you have somebody in your life that is like me, that is a survivor like me, just trying to fucking get through it, this is what you need to do. Stop with the questions. Stop with the, this makes me feel this way. Because you know what? It's not about you. As domestic violence survivors, I spent over a decade having nothing about me. I wasn't allowed to have anything be about me. I couldn't have anything. I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't be anything. I couldn't ask for anything. I couldn't lean anywhere. And now I'm trying to, and apparently I'm doing it wrong. Apparently I'm not doing it right. It offends somebody, or it hurts somebody's feelings, or this person's butt hurt, or whatever the case may be. The moral of the story is, at the end of the day, I am still the only person that I can count on. I am still the only person that I can lean on. So I'm going to go put my damn face back together, and I'm going to go be a mom, because that's what I need to do for the rest of the night. I need to go get my kids ready for bed, and they don't need to know that mom is hurt or frustrated or crying or scared or any of that crap. They just need to know that mommy is strong and mommy has it together and mommy's going to tuck them in and everything is great. nobody needs to tell them any different. And I swear to God, the next person that throws this in my face, I will cut you out of my life. That is what being a survivor does to you.